what you gotta say, but don't play. Say what you gotta say, but don't play. Say what you gotta say, but don't play.
What is up, you guys? It's your spiritual fairy godmother, and I am back. Except for I'm not back with another vlog. I am back with my very first pregnancy update. Because it is a celebration. If you guys are coming from my last video, my announcement video, hey, if you guys are new to my channel or just checking me out for the first time because you guys are pregnant, on a pregnancy journey, trying to conceive, or you have hyperemesis, then welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll pretty much be discussing my symptoms from the time that I found out I was pregnant pretty much until now. A little bit of what I've been experiencing. I did have notes on my phone, however, I'm filming on my phone and I really just did not feel like writing everything down. So I'm pretty much go off the dome. I'm pretty much try to give y'all the whole story from conception leading up to now. I'm officially 10 weeks. So yeah, so this will be weeks, I guess 2 through 10. Cause okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, I really don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure you're like automatically 2 weeks pregnant because of like your last period or something like that. I don't really know, but I'm 10 weeks. So starting off, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background if you've never been here before about my journey as a mama, as a young mother. I have had 4 pregnancies. I am on my 4th pregnancy now, with our cloud baby. I have one 4, almost 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Kamaya Sky. I had her in 2017. Regular vaginal birth. I had hyperemesis with her as well. I then got pregnant for a second time with my son Zion. I miscarried him at 16 weeks due to PPROM, so premature rupture of the membranes or something like that. Then in February I conceived another baby after him. So I lost Zion November 11th of 2020, and that following year, February, I conceived another baby, and we lost her at 5 weeks on March 23rd. Her name was Cadence. So those were my first 3 pregnancies, 2 of which were miscarriages. And this is my 4th. So this is my 4th pregnancy. We conceived naturally and everything like that. And here we are. So basically, me and my significant other have been wanting a baby for a while, ever since we pretty much got pregnant with Zion. Zion was kind of an accident. It just happened. And ever since him, we kind of knew that we wanted a child. Not only wanted a child, but we wanted a child together. So if you guys are not a part of my journey, my boyfriend had been gone for a while. For a couple months, he had came home, and it was like fresh sperm, new fresh holistic sperm. We pretty much got pregnant within like 1 day, 2 days of trying. We didn't even really try. We just was intimate with each other, and we pretty much got pregnant. With this being my 4th pregnancy, I'm not gonna lie, I immediately knew that I was pregnant. Probably the day after conception, I started to feel, so this will be my first symptom. And if you guys have had children already, or if you guys are just really in tune with your body, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But I literally just felt a little twinge in my stomach, and I'm just like, something's happening in there. The sperm and the egg are meeting. Something is going on. It's a baby. It's finna be a baby up in here. I knew it right off the bat. So at that point, from what I can remember, my boobs was like my first telltale sign or symptom. Honestly, they started getting big right away, like immediately. It wasn't so much pain, but it was just like a tenderness to them, and then you could physically see that they were fuller. If you guys watched my videos previously, y'all know I was kind of flat chested from breastfeeding Kamaya. And now my boobs are like really, really full. So that was like my first indicator. Let's see. I was having a lot of headaches. Just kind of like randomly. I didn't really understand, like, because I never get headaches ever. I never get migraines or anything like that. I really get sick like that. So me having a headache, and I don't take medicine, so me getting headaches was kind of annoying because I don't take medicine. So it was just kind of like, dang, like I keep getting these damn headaches. Like I don't know where it's coming from or why I'm getting them, but I'm getting them. So after the headaches, I pretty much what was next? I noticed that like how I was eating, I was craving meat. Because if you guys, of course, are new to my channel, I'm sorry, I don't want to keep saying that, but I'm expecting to pretty much get a lot of new mommies watching my channel. But yeah, I was vegan vegetarian for a while. So once I fell pregnant, I kind of knew that that was a symptom as well. I was craving chicken. Chicken and fish, and salmon and chicken was like my two biggest cravings. I always wanted chicken wings, and I always wanted like salmon. So at that point, I'm kind of like, you know, like, Jonathan, do you think I should start back eating meat? I had already kind of like hinted to him that I may be pregnant, but of course, we didn't really, I guess, want to get our hopes up too much, because of course we have gone through what we went through. Immediately becoming pregnant after 2 miscarriages, it was a lot of anxiety, it was a lot of fear, it was a lot of stress, it was a lot of worry, on top of excitement. I was excited, but at the same time it was scary to think about what could potentially happen. We wanted to just hide it. We didn't even want to tell our daughter. We pretty much just wanted to keep it secret and keep it between us, just in case anything did happen. It felt like we didn't want to let other people down, more so than letting ourselves down. We were willing to be let down to have a baby, but it was like, we don't want to tell anybody, we're hiding this, like, we just gonna wait till the baby is clear. Mind you, we tried to do the same thing with Zai, and we waited till we had our 12-week scan, and then he still, you know, did not make it. He still passed away, and he passed away at 16 weeks when you're supposed to be in the clear. So it kind of got to the point where it's just like, it was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking to not have an appointment. It was nerve-wracking to have to wait to see the doctor. So I'm not gonna lie, I tried to kind of put it out of my mind that I was even pregnant or could be pregnant. I just didn't want to think about it until I got a positive pregnancy test. Like, I didn't want to think about it. So I don't really remember what made me take a pregnancy test. I think I just had like one left over, and at that point I was just like, fuck it. Like, it's the, you know, they say it's like supposed to be a 2-week wait. So it was like 2 days before my period was supposed to come. And I kept telling myself, like, I'm just gonna wait till I miss my period. But I was anxious. I really wanted to take that test. So I did it when Jonathan wasn't home. I took the pregnancy test, and I got 2 lines. And I actually got 2 lines right away, which freaked me out. At first, before I actually got my ultrasound, I did think I was having twins. I had been manifesting twins. I had been seeing twins everywhere. So when it popped up right away without me having to wait the 3 minutes, I'm just like, wow, like, we finna get our 2 babies back. Like, this is happening. Like, this is happening. So I took it, and I knew that, like, a day later, 2 days later, we were supposed to be going on trips to Chicago, and we were going for my god sister's birthday. So we was going to turn up, basically. So in my mind, I was honestly, I wasn't just anxious to take the pregnancy test. I was doing it also as a protection and as a barrier, because if I was pregnant, I didn't want to be smoking and drinking. Like, that was something that I didn't want to do. So I took the test. I found out that I was pregnant, and I was excited. I'm just like, shit, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna smoke and drink. The next day, I actually I got a more expensive pregnancy test. I got a clear blue pregnancy test, and me and Jonathan took it together in the bathroom, and I have a clip of that. If I still have that clip, I'll insert it in now.
Why it be so cold?
It's cold in this house. When heat come out your body, it's hot.
I'm just wait. No, because I want to super bad moving money. I'm trying to process nothing, but I'm just waiting to go back up and check. No, I don't want to fucking smoking. You just nervous too, right? That's why you're doing good. And then what do we do? I'm saying, what do we do that? What's the pregnancy test? So, right when I arrive at? Yeah. Is that make an actual test run? Mm-hmm. Who ever made these? The science is really. I feel like I'm going to look at it. Nah, he's going to work out. Let's do his due diligence. I feel like he's showing up already. I see you. Daddy gonna hit that gym, huh? Baby, Daddy gonna hit that gym, huh? Oh, sorry. Man, I was just like that, son. Yeah, low riders. Yeah, see how you like walking around? Yeah. You wanna be a walk, that's right. So, the deal got dressed, but they look really down. He wanna be like me, so good. She's a great person. He's so good. I need your purse. Come on.
It's negative.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm more so confused.
Why?
I mean, different pregnancy tests have different levels of strength too. But still, Clear Blue is a good brand.
Yeah, this the good one.
But yeah, so that was us pretty much getting a negative to, you know, that was pretty much us getting a negative the day of the Chicago trip. I think the day before the Chicago trip. So that night, I just kind of laid in the bed and cried. Yeah, I just laid in the bed and cried. because I didn't understand why God had allowed me to see a positive pregnancy test and then showed me a negative, you know. And looking back, I think it was because I was supposed to still have a good time in Chicago. I was supposed to be stress free and worry free, but also kind of just protective over my own energy. So that inkling that I could be pregnant was still there, but it was like the ease of go ahead and enjoy yourself as well. So in Chicago, I was pretty much asleep the whole time. Like, and it was not just because I was high. I was asleep as fuck. I was asleep in the car. I was asleep all the time. I was always cold. It was like I was having pregnancy symptoms, but I did not know it. So fast forward to me getting home from the trip after about 3 days. I came home and immediately I was like, I told my god sister, like, we got to go get some pregnancy tests. Like, I know that I'm pregnant. So she drove me to like 3 different dollar stores, and I got like 5 or 6 pregnancy tests, and I took like 2 of them at her house. And her ass was like, I had her like flip the test over, and she was like, I think you're not pregnant. And I looked at her and I'm like, what? What? And it had 2 lines, and she was like, oh, I thought it had to look super dark to mean that you're pregnant. So immediately I was crushed when she said, I don't think you're pregnant. And then finding out I was pregnant. It was like, it was so many emotions at one time. It was just like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, I'm ready to go home and talk to my man. Like, oh my god. So that day I went home. I think I sent Jonathan, I think me and Jonathan were into it or in an argument or something. So instead of like being in person and telling him the news, I think I just sent him a picture of it. So when he got home, and me and Jonathan have been through like me telling him I'm pregnant, and then as soon as I take a test in front of him, it's negative. So immediately to him, it was a lot of just like, I want to know for sure that you're pregnant. So we got to the house, we took a pregnancy test, and within minutes, like it didn't even take 1 minute to show up. It showed up right away, and it was like pregnant. And me and him both were just like, yeah, I'm pregnant. Immediately I got sick. So this is a portion of the video where I kind of really get into what I've been going through this pregnancy. I suffer from hyperemesis and a very soft cervix. I don't really know any medical terms. I don't really feel like I'm okay with my doctor, but I feel like with all doctors, they don't advocate for Black women, and they don't advocate for birthing moms. I really wanted a doula this pregnancy, but financially and insurance-wise, we were not in a position to get one. But yeah, so immediately I felt like I was facing problems. Like, I just got super sick as soon as I got home from Chicago. I couldn't eat, and a lot of times people will tell you like, well, eat crackers and drink water, or drink white soda and ginger and do this and that. But until you're actually experiencing what hyperemesis feels like, you can't really give advice. I feel like for people who have not experienced it or are not experiencing it while you're experiencing it, it's best to kind of like just be a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on, because people giving me advice just felt like a slap in the face. it felt like they were telling me something I had already knew. Like, it's like, okay, I know I need to eat. I know I need to drink. I know I need electrolytes. I know I need this. But you telling me that doesn't make it easier to do those things. You telling me I need to eat doesn't make it easier to eat. So I've been kind of on bed rest. Like, I've kind of put myself on bed rest, not on purpose, because every day I feel bad about it. Every day I want to get up. I want to help Jonathan. I want to help him around the house. But I'm literally physically, mentally, emotionally not able to. My body is always very weak. I always have this mucusy or saliva feeling in my mouth. I feel like I'm constantly swallowing spit and mucus. And then because I don't have anything on my stomach, I'm constantly puking up spit and mucus, or like these little white bubbles. Or bowel. So like the lining of my stomach, the yellow stuff in my stomach, I'm constantly puking that up. There's days where I cannot eat. I cannot stomach the thought of eating. Like, I keep saying, like, I just wish people could understand, but you know, it's not for everybody to understand. But my energy level has been completely at zero. On most days, I can't get off the bed to even go to the bathroom. On most days, I'm so dehydrated that my urine is orange from me not being able to get enough water or hydration, period, whether it's from juice or whatever. My experience has honestly been like a lot of suffering through the pregnancy. Just because going through something like this is really, really, really mentally draining. It's emotionally draining. It's exhausting. It's exhausting being sick all the time, and it's even more exhausting not feeling like you have the right to be sick. Like, feeling like, well, I can't call off work, or I need to make money, or I need to take care of my kids if you have kids, and I need to clean up the house, and I need to make dinner, and I need to still be sexual. You know, all these things kind of come into play into your mind, especially when all you do is have time to kind of lay in the bed, and it's painful. So about 3 weeks ago, I was about 7 weeks. That's when I got my first ultrasound, and I'll tell you guys the story of that. Me and Jonathan decided to be intimate with each other. Mind you, we had not been intimate with each other the whole pregnancy because of our own personal reasons, with us kind of being scared too. Because of the miscarriages and things like that. So the one time we were intimate with each other, when we finished, there was like a bunch of blood. So we kind of had to go through that. We were both very, very fucking scared. Like, it was like, did sex make us miscarry? It was immediately negativity. It was immediate, no, like, sickness. It was immediate, like, anxiousness and anxiety and scared and fear, and it was so many things that came to pass in such a short amount of time. So we rushed our way to the doctor. We got an appointment, and most times you don't really get in to see your doctor to get like an ultrasound until you're about 8 weeks. And having that spotting and having that blood, it was kind of just like, no, we need to go to the doctor now. We need to go to the doctor now. And I may even insert those clips, so this may be a little bit of a longer video. So I'll insert the clips of actually when we went to the doctor. So we went to the doctor twice. The first time we went because I was having spotting. And then the second time we went because I actually had a gush of blood after intercourse. So at this appointment, they decided to go ahead and give us an ultrasound to just confirm pregnancy, to make sure that the baby was still in there and that there actually was a pregnancy before we got excited or before we proceeded with anything. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show you guys baby. So this was our first ultrasound, and this is baby. So that is baby. We got our ultrasound on 11/8/2021. That was our first one. And at this point I was 7 weeks and 6 days. So that was little baby. Measuring at 1.10 centimeters. So super tiny little baby. We were both super excited to kind of like hear that heartbeat and see the baby on the ultrasound and understand like, okay, hey, like we got this. We just prayed together and cried together, and you know, we experienced each other. We experienced each other being strong for one another, and we kind of had that time to come to the conclusion that maybe we needed to go on pelvic rest. That's what the doctor had recommended to us, so that we were not having intercourse, just to ensure that my cervix was staying long and it wasn't shortening. So I think that's how it goes. I'm not sure. If you guys know, leave it in the comments down below. But I was put on pelvic rest for the remainder of the pregnancy until I get to my 12-week scan, where they will check me down there and let me know if it was okay to resume intercourse. But as far as now, I am 10 weeks. My symptoms now are very different than they were before. I still have hyperemesis. I'm still sick all the time. But now I suffer from insomnia and really, really bad nightmares. I can sleep throughout the day, but at night I cannot sleep. I'm constantly tossing and turning from my hips to my back. Like I'll be on this side and then I'll get nauseous and have to turn to my back, and then my hips will start hurting, so then I'll go on this side. My limbs are falling asleep very, very easily, like my legs, my feet, my arms, probably because I have low blood pressure, because of course I'm not eating and drinking as I should be. I'm trying, don't get me wrong, and when I do eat, I throw up like immediately. After I finish my last bite of food, it's coming up. So that hasn't been really good. In my 10 weeks, I've been swallowing, again, like I said, a lot of that spit. So Jonathan got me like hard candies. He got me some butterscotch, some peppermints, and some Jolly Ranchers. Just little things to kind of suck on to get the metallic, nasty taste out of my mouth. At 10 weeks, the headaches keep me in bed all day. I always want the cover over my face. My senses are super heightened. I don't like hearing random sounds. I don't like for Jonathan's phone to ring. I don't like hearing him play the game on his phone. I don't like hearing him talk. I don't like hearing him tap. I don't like noises, period. I get really bad motion sickness. I used to love watching mukbangs. I cannot watch people eat. I cannot watch people drive in a car. I cannot drive in a car myself. The motion sickness is very bad. I won't lie. It's very, very bad. I don't like it. I love being pregnant. I'm not gonna lie. I love being pregnant. I love looking at my belly. I love being pregnant, but it's very, very hard. It's very, very exhausting. It's very, very draining. Yeah, I think that's kind of all that I have for my 10-week pregnancy update. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys my belly. And I think that'll pretty much be it for today's video. And I got on a robe and no clothes, so I won't actually show you all a belly shot, but I'll show you guys what my belly looks like when I have clothes on. So let me just cover myself up. Okay. So again, you guys, this is me at 10 weeks. So I might be able to show a little bit. So if you can see, this is my belly at 10 weeks from the side. And from the front, that's what it looks like. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, leave a comment down below letting me know that you are new, and if you will be sticking around for the rest of my pregnancy journey. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every time I post a new video, and enjoy whatever clips I add from me being pregnant up until this point. I'm out of here, y'all.